Howdy, hi. It is Do Your Job Sports MLB Rundown Picks and Predictions for April 1st, 2025. We are looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right, first things first, we're going to recap a great Monday. Hit a bunch of plus money bets. We had a few losers. We'll talk about those. We'll talk about the winners. Then we'll get on to the picks for tomorrow. So on the day, we go 7-3, bringing our season record to 26-22. Our first winner of the day was the over 8.5 runs in the Royals and the Brewers. Final score of this game, Kansas City 11, Milwaukee 1. Kansas City 14 hits. Let me go through and see who actually did work. Literally everyone. India with an RBI, Witt with an RBI, Pasquantino with an RBI, Salvi Perez went yard. You know when Michael Garcia is going yard, you're having a good day. We then took, this was the freest game of the day, White Sox plus 140 on the money line and the over of 8.5 runs. The Twins might be the worst team in baseball. The White Sox win 9-0. Let me repeat that, 9-0. That was the score at the end of the third inning, and that was the score at the end of the game. The Twins only managed to get 2 hits, and they had an error. They moved to 0-4 on the year. Don't look now, but the White Sox, 2-2. They could be tied for first place after today in the AL Central. We then had the Reds, plus 100 on the money line, and the over of 8.5 runs. This was another sweat-free win, as the Reds win this game 14-3. Brady Singer goes 7 innings, only gives up 1 hit, and he strikes out 8. Have yourself a day, Brady Singer. How about Elly De La Cruz? Going for 7 RBIs, 2 homers, 4 hits, and 4 runs. Elly accounted for 11 runs. 11. God damn, that's a good day. We then had the under 8.5 runs in the Pirates and the Rays game. This one did get greasy. This one closed. Tampa Bay 6, Pirates 1. 14 total hits in this game. So dodging the under of 8.5 was a little greasy, but we got there. We then had the final one. This one also very greasy. The only reason we won because it went to extra innings. The Angels and the St. Louis Cardinals, we had the over 8.5. They score 9. Final score, Angels 5, St. Louis 4. Now we will talk about our 3 losers. Good Lord. Brewers, minus 115 on the money line. I felt like an idiot watching this one go down. They got absolutely cattywampused by Kansas City. I mean, this was a murder. This was a beatdown. Illegal in all 50 states of America. 11-1. The Brewers are now 0-4 on the year. 0-4. Not a very good look for the Brew crew. We then took a punt on the Pirates plus 140. Did not come through for us. I think, are they also 0-4? No. They are 1-4 on the year. They suck. They're not very good. They only got 4 hits. What's the problem with their lineup? The answer, damn. Tommy Pham, 0-4. Brian Reynolds, 0-4. O'Neal Cruz, 1-4. Joey Bart, 0-4. Sawinski, 0-4. Cabrian Hayes, 0-3. You can't be doing that with the top 5 dudes in your lineup. That's not very good. We then had the worst beat of the day, Cardinals, minus 135 on the money line. They lose to Los Angeles 5-4. What if I told you the Cardinals out-hit Los Angeles 11-4? Los Angeles had 4 hits. They scored 5 runs. They win the game. They had 7 less hits than St. Louis. That is why you don't lay large money lines. I didn't like laying 135. I will not be doing it again. That's how we go 7-3. Let's get on to the picks for tomorrow. All right. I don't know what Vegas is doing here. It's the Twins and the White Sox. We are doing the same thing again. Besides, we're taking the under this time. Give me the White Sox plus 150 on the money line and the under of 7.5 runs. Twins are 0-4 on the year. On the mound, they got SWR, that is Simeon Woods Richardson. Someone did leave a comment saying I probably don't have to read out the entire lineup. You're probably right. I do. It's right there in front of you. So I won't. Once I start doing, I think in next week, I'm going to add in the batting averages of all the players. right now we're only 3, 4, 5 games into the season. There's no point in me putting it up there. Once we get to double digits and these guys actually have a decent sample size, I'll put it in. But for right now, the Twins are horrible. So why they're laying minus 200 again, I have no idea. This is SWR's first start of the season. This is also Shane Smith's first start of the season. I'm fading the Twins until they prove they can win a baseball game. Actually, I might go farther than that. I'm probably fading the Twins until they prove they can win a series, which might not be for a while, because they have 2 more against Chicago. They then go home for their home opener against the Astros. They then immediately hit the road after and go to a 4-game stand in Kansas City. The Twins might legitimately start the season like 2-11. They suck. So that's all I need to know there. White Sox plus 150, great value. I think they can smack them. Next game, it is the Nationals and the Blue Jays. I'm taking the Nationals plus 140 on the money line and the over of 8.5 runs. Nationals 1-3 on the year. Blue Jays 3-2. These two teams, this is their second game of this series. The previous day, the Blue Jays won 5-2, out hitting the Nationals 10-5. They had Bowden Francis on the mound. That dude's an animal. Bowden Francis is going to be a really big piece for how good this Blue Jays team actually is. Now on the mound tomorrow, it is Jose Barrios round 2. That is the reason we are betting against them. He's 0-1 on the year. He was their starter opening day when they got absolutely housed by Baltimore 12-2. He has an ERA of 10.8. And on the opposite side for the Nationals, Trevor Williams making his first start. Should be a good time. I like Trevor Williams. Kind of an interesting career in the MLB. He's been around to a lot of teams. Started off with the Pirates, then went to the Cubs, then was with New York. He's been with Washington for a few years now. He's been decent enough. Sometimes coming out of the bullpen. Most of the times coming out of the bullpen. Sometimes starting. So we'll see what he does here. I like him at plus 140 against Jose Barrios, who is horrible. So let's go Nationals. Next game, we are taking the Guardians. Plus 140 on the money line. Also taking the over 7.5 runs. Now I do have asterisks listed next to their overall record. They are currently playing in a game against the Padres, so most likely the Guardians are currently 2-2 and the Padres are 4-0. But as we speak, the current score is 2-4 in the bottom of the 5th. So I'm assuming it's what the records will be, but there's a chance both of these teams are 3-1. Guardians have Jose Ramirez back in the lineup. He went yard in the previous game. And they have Logan Allen on the mound. I like the Guardians' rotation, besides their final guy, Luke Ortiz, who pitched in Game 1. Once the Guardians get Shane Bieber back, they're going to be really good. But he's not coming back for, I think, another 2-ish weeks. I like their bullpen. I like their lineup. I like everything about them. Logan Allen's solid. Semi-reliable, semi-not. Michael King had a good outing in his first one. What did he go earlier? I'm trying to pull up his previous start. Hold on here. Michael King, where are you? He went 2.5 innings against the Braves, gave up 4 hits and 3 earned runs, and then they went giga bullpen, brought in 6 guys after him. If the Braves can get to King for that many, I think the Guardians can. I like Kwan, I like Ramirez, I like Manzardo. Like I said, if I see the Guardians at a really big plus road price, probably going to be hammering it. They are my team. I like Allen. I like our bullpen. Go Guardians. Final game, I'm betting. What is this line? Like, what is going on here? Diamondbacks and the Yankees. I'm taking the Yankees at home, minus 105 on the money line, and the over of 8.5 runs. There is no chance I am fading the Yankees at home currently. They are smashing the baseball. Diamondbacks on the mound. They got a pretty good pitcher in Corbin Burns. Yankees got a question mark with Will Warren. That is going to be the problem now with Garrett Cole out in the back half of this Yankees rotation. You really do have to wonder who the hell is going to pitch for this team. They're going to be bringing guys off the streets. Probably going to be a decent amount of bullpen games throughout the year. And I know that's not what Yankees fans want to hear because that's one of your biggest concerns for this calendar season. Who is going to be your guy out of the bullpen? You don't know. But it really doesn't matter with how well they've been hitting the bat. Yankees at 3-0 on the year. How many home runs have they hit? What's like 16 or 17 home runs in the first 3 games. Absolutely ridiculous. In their first 3 games, they scored 4 runs, 20 runs, 12 runs. And you're telling me they're minus 105 at home against a Diamondbacks team who is 2-2 and has Corbin Burnes on the mound. Yes, please, all day. Yankees and the over, 8.5 runs. Okay, that is going to do it for me in this video. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button. There's a link to the Discord down below. Hop in. It's free. It will always be free. Just a bunch of idiots talking sports all day. So, thanks for watching, guys. I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.